Hello everyone, I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 Media. Thank you so much for your time. The BVI Heritage Dancers is celebrating its 45th anniversary, of course, of cultural preservation in the Virgin Islands. As you know, the Heritage Dancers in the British Virgin Islands holds a very special place in our hearts and in culture. Joining me today is a member of the BVI Heritage Dancers, Mr. Tumulty Hughes, who's been a member for some 20 years. He's going to, of course, encompass the upcoming event that you want to be a part of. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Angie, how can I get my claims paid quick? Rent's due next week.
CG processes 99% of claims within 5 days. Remember when I was hang gliding with those goats? I caught a gust of wind and flew right into a moving car. Every appendage was in the cast, and they paid fast and fairly. That's what I get for trusting a man with a mustache and an eye patch. Now I gotta go. I'm meeting the guy who bedazzled my toes.
99% of claims are processed within 5 days. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. You're watching 284 Media, and as promised, we are joined by Mr. Tumulty, who's a member of the BVI Heritage Dancers. Tumulty, thank you for your time, and welcome back to our studios.
Thank you very much for having me, Ron.
Now, as I mentioned, the BVI Heritage Dancers plays an immense role in the culture of the British Virgin Islands, and this year, the group is celebrating its 45th anniversary. You would have been a part of the group for some 20 years, am I correct?
Yes.
Tell us about your experience and what it means to you to be with these group of persons celebrating this anniversary.
Well, I started in 2004. I was in first form, so naturally I started with the Junior Heritage Dancers.
Okay.
And then we saw the natural progression to the Senior Heritage Dancers. And the group of people that have been a part of, I'll speak to the Junior first, we have all grown up together. Literally, for the most part, most members have been a part of the group for some 20 years. And to be a part of the cultural fabric of the Virgin Islands, to me, is something to be proud of. Mm-hmm. I am honored to be a culture bearer, quote unquote, to carry on the legacy of the Virgin Islands through dance. And that's something that I think most of us, if I can speak for the group, we are all proud to be a part of.
Wonderful. And of course, in honor of the 45th anniversary, there is a huge celebration which will illuminate the stage. Tell us about this upcoming event.
Yes, we have the 45th anniversary concert at the H. Leverty Stout Community College's Eileene L. Parsons Auditorium on the 17th of March. That is Sunday after next. And we are excited to put on such a show. The theme for the show is innovation and preservation, and it speaks to, I guess, the changing of the guards. Mm-hmm. If you can see the preserving the culture and what I think the older generation would have known, and sort of infusing the newer elements to appeal to a younger audience, to a fresher audience. And I think it's going to be exciting. We're all excited to put on such a show.
Wonderful. So tell us about the cost, of course, and tell us about the time.
It starts at 7:30 p.m. at the Eileene L. Parsons Auditorium. As I said before, tickets are $20 for adults and $10 for children 4 to 16.
Understood. Now, you mentioned the changing of the guard, but when we look at the Heritage Dancers, I want you to speak to the general public and speak to the importance of introducing the various cultural elements to our youth at a young age.
Well, I think for me, when I think back on my journey, had I not started in 2004 as a first form student, mm-hmm. joining the Junior Heritage Dancers, I probably wouldn't have been exposed to it as much. The thought would have been there, but I think jumping right into it at such a young age and being exposed to that form of culture, it speaks volume. And I think if we were to all find our own niches, be it tart making, storytelling, craft making, whatever your niche is, and it speaks to, start at a young age.
Understood.
And I think if we were to take that approach the culture of the Virgin Islands would be able to live on.
Wonderful. Well, I'd like you to speak to the audience and just encourage them to come out to this event.
I want to again encourage the general public to support the BVI Heritage Dancers in our 45th anniversary concert at the H. Laverty Stout Community College on March 17th. Tickets are $20 for adults, $10 for children, 4 to 16, and it begins at 7:30. We have put a lot of work into it. There's supposed to be a documentary that speaks to the overall legacy of the group, and we're excited to put on such a show.
Amazing. Well, speaking of the legacy of viewers, I want to take a toss to some highlights of the BVI Heritage Dancers and their remarkable contribution to our culture over the years. Take a look.
Young man enjoying himself, so this one here, see? Hey, now you're gonna behave, boss. And who he got, Belinda? What is this? Oh boy. Wouldn't like to hear the words of that song. I know that from the time I was a child, St. Thomas. And the words are not nice. Beautiful, beautiful.
Retire. Sachet.
Viewers, that's all the time we have. Of course, we encourage you to come out and support the BVI Heritage Dancers in their 45th anniversary celebration concert, March 17th at 7:30 p.m. at the Eileene L. Parsons Auditorium. Tamalji, thank you for your time, and I'll see you at the concert.
All right. Thank you so much, Rob.
You're welcome.